Good morning, everyone. Today, I'll be discussing few of the very important concepts, or you can say a quick revision for your practical examination. As you all are aware that your practical examination will have two parts. One is internal evaluation and one is external evaluation. As you all know, during coronavirus time, we cannot have one-to-one interaction. So I have prepared a quiz of 30 marks. So 30 quiz, 30 marks, you can attempt it that. And based upon that, the marks will be given for internal as well as external. So now a quick revision I want to give you so that you can have an idea what sort of the questions can be asked, because I cannot ask you to perform in virtual lab. However, most of the questions will be through the virtual lab. Okay, so now let's get into detail of what sort of the questions can be asked. You can directly go here in Google Classroom. You can click, see there are various notes have been posted. You can check that as well. Virtual lab link also you can take from Google Classroom. In detail the steps have been given to you, so you can access it out. See, you can click this. After clicking the virtual lab, okay, go to the electronics and communication. Once it has been clicked, go to basic electronic lab. Now, a very interesting thing is that the ministry has developed this, so some one or two questions can be asked from this, so that really people should know that you have done the virtual lab. So this project was an initiative for Ministry of MHRD, Ministry of Human Resource and Development, and create online interactive media which would be best suitable for teachers as well as student. So what are the benefits for the teachers? Already told you. What are the benefits of the student? You have experienced it. And what are the key features of the virtual lab? You must read this also. So these things, okay, from here also you can get one or two questions just to check your basic understanding about the virtual lab. Then you can click into the list of experiments. See here, many people have asked me a question that what sort of the experiments that could be asked in our examination, or what are the experiments that we have to see. Okay, one by one, if you see here, 1 to almost 9 to 10 experiments we have done. Here 12 we have done, and here 9. Okay, so first you click in the first experiment, familiarization with resistor. Few questions can be asked here, so you have to read some theories already I have explained you. Okay, you can see the fixed variable types, and in exams like this, resistor would be given to you and the various color code will be given, so you have to determine the value of it. Okay, sometime the color will be given and you might be have asked what is the value. Sometimes resistor itself will be given in an image with different colors, so you have to calculate. Like this one resistor is given, they might have asked you what is the value of it. Okay, you have to know. Sometimes this symbol will be given and they will be asking you what is this element, so you should know this. So color coding table you can see from this, black, brown, red. BB Roy Great Britain has very good Wi-Fi, I've explained you. So how you can read this, how you should match, everything is being explained here. You should see this. There would be definitely 4 to 5 questions from this, and you should remember that the tolerance level, okay, gold tolerance is plus or minus 5%, silver plus or minus 10%, no color plus or minus 20%. Okay, that could also be asked in the examination. So you can see BB Roy Great Britain has very good wife. You can start with 0 to 9, then the tolerance silver and gold. So this table you must remember. For if it is a 4 band, your first two will be digit and third will be multiplier, and the last fourth will be tolerance. If it is a 5 band, first three colors will be digit, fourth one indicate the multiplier, and the last one will be indicating the tolerance. Like this, the carbon, how many types of resistor and what are the features of it. From here also you can get the questions. Okay, like most general purpose and cheap resistor is carbon film resistor. When you required a high tolerance, then you will go with metal film resistor. They have a tolerance of plus or minus 0.05%. Then what is wire wound resistor? A wire wound resistor made up of metal resistance wire. Okay, and where you require a precise value, you will go with wire wound resistor. Okay, other features are also mentioned. You just read this one. From here, this theory part also you will get 4 to 5 questions. Okay, then you can click into the quiz. Okay, you can see this in this quiz. I think you people might have done it. So based upon the different colors, you have to choose the values. Okay, like this, definitely in exam questions have been given. So you can see the theory part as well as what I have told you, the different types of it, the tolerance value. If it is yellow, what is the digit? So you should know what is a multiplier. You should know. Okay, like this question can be asked in your examination. Then after going this first experiment, you can again click and you can see the capacitor. So here also we have read, so they might have given you like this symbols, okay, and they will ask you whether it's a resistor, capacitor, inductor. You should know these symbols also, okay. And then these types of capacitor they might be give you in exam, okay. Then what is unpolarized and polarized types of resistors? Ceramic, multi-layer, polystyrene, okay. You have to identify, suppose it's a ceramic, this type of resistor is given, they might have asked you what is the type of that, so you must write ceramic capacitor. If they are giving you this resistor capacitor and they're asking you what is the type of the capacitor, then you have to write electrolyte capacitor. Suppose they're giving this image and they're asking you what is this element, then you have to say it's a capacitor. If they're asking you which type of capacitor, then you must say it's a ceramic capacitor, okay. All this also you have to read once. And this capacitor, this is also a capacitor, this is a tantalum capacitor, okay. Like unpolarized small values, like this images will be given and they will ask you what are the different types, okay. Then they can ask you if capacitor is connected in series, what is the formula? Already I have explained you, okay. 1 by C1 is equal to C 1 by C equal to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2, that is nothing but C1 C2 by C1 plus C2. When capacitor is in series, this is the formula, yesterday also I explained you, okay, I think you might remember. Then when capacitor is in parallel, okay, then what is the formula? You have to simply add it. So they might give you some value of it and they will ask you what is the total capacitance, so you should know, okay. You should also remember that capacitor will give you the voltages, okay. So you can have a voltmeter, it will also give you current when it is a closed path, so current will flow, so you can connect an ammeter, okay. You can measure, okay. This few questions from here can be asked in exam. And then you can also see the quiz. So in the quiz there are some values being given. As I told you, series में अगर resist capacitor है, then you have to add it, okay. If it is in parallel, then you have to use a formula, ठीक है. C1 plus C2 so on for parallel, and for series 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3 and so on. See, suppose same value is given na, here it is 33 are connected in series, okay. Then it is 33 divided by 2. If we suppose 3 capacitor same value is given, then you can simply divide it by that number for series. If it is a parallel, then you simply add it, 33 plus 33 plus 33. If it is parallel, if it is series, that 1 by 33 1 by 33 1 by 33, so if you take the value it will be 33 by 3, okay. Like that also you can see whatever I am explaining now, just have a look and prepare in that way only. Then for the third experiment, first of all you should know what is an inductor will look like, okay. So these are the images of the inductors. So type of inductors, okay, it's very simple. Here also you can get the formulas. If voltage and current is given, you can calculate the resistor, and inductor formula you should remember, which whatever we have studied in first chapter, you can see all the formulas, okay. If two inductors are connected in series, what is the value? If two inductors are connected in parallel, what is the value? I've already explained that if you have an inductor in series, then you have to add it, just reverse of the capacitor. If you have inductor in parallel, then you take it the like 1 by L1 plus 1 by L2 and so on, okay. Like that also you can see few of the questions can be asked simple, it would be very very simple. If you follow what I'm saying, your exam will be much easier, okay. Then you can also go with another experiment. See, simple questions will be given. You must know how the inductor will look like, how the capacitor, how the resistor. If it is in series, what to do. If it is in parallel, what you have to do. You should remember that, okay. These are very simple things. Then few questions can also be asked from the Ohm's law, as I told you. If V and I value is given, you can calculate R, because you know that Ohm's law, V is equals to IR, okay. V equals to IR. So from this you can calculate any of this value. If voltage is given, you can calculate I, and if voltage is given and I is given, you can calculate R. If I and R is given, you can calculate V. If uh, V and R is given, you can calculate I. Similarly, power also, you know, power formula P equal to V into I. Okay, if suppose voltage value is not given, they have given you the value of current and resistor, then what it will be, just simply put the value IR into R. Okay, so that is nothing but is equal to I square, because I do not have that, so I'm simply writing I square R. So I into R, you can also calculate like this. If suppose uh, current value is not given, but it is given as a voltage and resistor, then you just simply substitute that value. Okay, that means in the place of I, you have to substitute V by R. So it will become V square by R. Any of this formula, such questions can also be asked in the exam based upon the Ohm's law. Okay, simple. What is Ohm's law? V equal to IR. Okay, see this in this way: V equal to IR, I equal to V by R equal to V by I. From this also you can get a question. Then you should remember that the voltmeter is used to measure the voltage, ammeter is used to measure the current. Just remember, ammeter will always be connected in series, voltmeter will always be connected in parallel. Okay, then see, so in series the current will remain the same. Okay, if resistor is in series, then you have to add it. Okay, all this is being given, you just read the theory once. From here also you will get some simple questions, numerical type. Okay, you can take the quiz also. You just check the this quiz, not difficult questions being given to you. So suppose resistance and current are, okay, then what is the value of it, like this simple quizzes are being given. Just read it, and then it would be very easy for you to do the concept. Okay, just see the theory and quiz simulation. Already we have done the demo of it, so it's very simple thing. Then again you click some VI characteristics of diode, you must remember. See diode ka symbol, what is the symbol of diode? Okay, this already I've explained, so I'm not going into that detail. Then you can see the quiz of it. Okay, so this I've already so many times I've explained the class. So you can see diode will only conduct when it is forward bias. Diode will not conduct during the reverse bias. Okay, this specifically this questions you just see. Okay, once you will click, you will get some answer. So okay, what is the barrier potential of silicon diode and germanium? Suppose I am taking into this. Suppose, okay, or and I'm submitting. You can also check the answer. See, I have given the right answer. Silicon is 0.7 and germanium is 0.3. Like this also, which is the most widely used semiconductor: copper, germanium, silicon. The answer is silicon. So you just click it. See, the answer is right. Like this, you can say in a silicon diode, the reverse current is usually, it is not zero. It is very small. I want to check it, I can simply check. See, it is a right answer. Like that, you just read the question, and if even though you do not know the answer, you just click into one of the option, the correct option will be shown to you. Okay, that time also you can find out. This simple questions are there. The VI characteristics. Okay, a curve is almost a straight line above the knee point. Yes or no? Suppose I am saying yes. Okay, and then I am going to submit it. See what it's saying. It is also right. Okay, can a diode act as a switch? It is yes, but chalo I am putting no. The right answer is yes. I am putting it to be no, and then I am going to check it whether it's right or wrong. See, it is wrong because I told you na diode act as a switch. Yes, I iska answer, but I put no so that you should know how to check your answers. Okay, the correct answer is yes. I know that, but for to you know that whether I am doing it right or wrong, I am just trying to select some other option and checking the correct one. Okay, like this questions also you can see. Then the diode symbol. Then there are other experiment. What is the symbol of half wave diode? Zener diode also we have seen, right? Zener diode, see symbol of Zener diode. Then you can see the characteristics of the diode in the quiz is also there. You can take the quiz. Okay, then what is a characteristics and what is an application of Zener diode? You must remember Zener diode is always used in reverse bias. Whatever I am saying now, you should remember. Okay, just you have to keep in mind that all the things whatever I am referring right now for your revision, most of the questions will come. Okay, then half wave rectification, full wave rectification. In half wave only you will get for the positive, negative is zeros. Like this waveform will be given, and they will be asked you, it's a bridge, output of the bridge, or half wave or full wave, then you have to write. Okay, like that simple questions will be given. Circuit diagram will be given. They will ask you, if it's a one diode, it's a half wave. If it's a two diode, it's a center tap. If it is a four diode, then it is bridge. Like that simple questions will be given. You can take see the quizzes also. Okay, similarly for the full wave also, you can see the circuit diagram. And okay, like that simple questions being given. Okay, what is the circuit? You have to identify how many diodes are there. Two diodes for center tap. Okay, all these simple questions have been given, so you can also refer this virtual lab, because everything we have did in virtual lab, so most of the questions answers you will get it here. So I think you know now what are the things that you have to study. I given you some guidelines, so that it would be very easy for you to remember the things, and you can do it perfectly in exam. So all the very best. Just do refer this and this virtual lab and theoretical concept whatever we have studied. Okay, in theory, you just read it. It's very simple. Identification of symbols, Zener diode symbol, diode symbol, VI characteristics, all these simple questions will be given to you. And transistor symbol, amplifier symbol. Okay, all that will be given, and you can easily do it. I think everyone will get full marks. Okay, let's hope for the best and all the very best, and do exam well. Thank you.